Welcome to Skybox Sports News and our continuing coverage of the National Football League. We're entering into the Wildcard weekend. Each and every week, Skybox Sports News picks against the spread, the Vegas spread that is. We've had a couple of people inquire exactly what does that mean, and I'm going to explain that briefly to you. When we're talking about the spread, that means that Vegas has come up with a number, and that number says someone is favored by a certain number. Meaning, let's say if Washington is favored by 5 points, that means they must win by 6 points to cover. That means cover. If you take the points, that means you're going with the other team and you're going at plus 5 points. Let's say if Washington is playing Denver and I'm picking Denver at plus 5, then that means that Denver can be within 5 points and you still win the bet. That's what it's talking about. That's what the spread means. And some of the folks had some questions about that, and I explained that right there. So let's go ahead and get on with Week 17, give you a recap of how that week went. We had an excellent week, Week 17 of the NFL on Skybox Sports News. We did a 10-6 weekend. Very, very good. Making money. That's what we're all about here at Skybox Sports News. Before we get started, I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Woo! I'll tell you, those ball games were wonderful over the holiday, and I'm excited about this wild card weekend. Before we finish up here, I want to thank all of you for tuning in and continuing to tune in to Skybox Sports News. We're going all the way through to the playoffs and into the Super Bowl, and then we'll be moving on to other sports like college basketball. We're excited about what's coming up, and right now we're going to cover the NFL Wild Card Weekend. This is what we got coming at you live. Here it is. We've got Tennessee is at Kansas City. Tennessee is 9-7. Kansas City is 10-6. And 10-6. And we're looking at the spread of this. It looks like Kansas City is favored by 9 points. That's a lot of points. I don't know if Kansas City is going to be able to pull that out. You know, Tennessee kind of backed into the playoffs. They found a way to win and squeeze in there. But 9 points is a lot of points. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say that Kansas City will not cover the 9 points. I'm going to take Tennessee at plus 9. That means Tennessee has just to be within 9 points of Kansas City to win the bet. I'm taking Tennessee at plus 9. Now we've got the Atlanta Falcons playing at the Los Angeles Rams. The Falcons are 10-6. The LA Rams are 11-5. Looking at this, those Rams have been shady. They've been hot and cold as far as covering the spread. But lately they have been covering the spread. So I am going to take the Los Angeles Rams. They will cover the 6.5 and win by 7 points. Take the Los Angeles Rams. They are playing at home. Now we got the Buffalo Bills. They're 9-7. Playing against the Jacksonville Jaguars at 10-6. We got another big spread here. 9 points Jacksonville's favored by. Buffalo is a feisty young team. Very feisty. You know, I'm really concerned about this ball game because initially I had looked at Jacksonville and thinking that they're going to cover that 9 points. But then I started to do a little bit more research and saw that Buffalo has been winning and covering, not necessarily covering the spread, but with the points. When we take the points, Buffalo usually wins. And this is 9 big points, so I'm taking Buffalo at plus 9. Take the Buffalo Bills at plus 9. And now we've got the Carolina Panthers against the New Orleans Saints. This is the game of the week, in my opinion. Each of these teams is 11-5. We have two very good quarterbacks here. Cam Newton has been spotty in his play. Drew Brees has not been. Carolina's defense has come through, and also New Orleans' defense has come through. When I look at these two teams, I see something lacking with Carolina. And New Orleans is favored by 6.5 points. I believe they will cover and win by 7. Take the New Orleans Saints. And those are your NFL Wildcard picks by Skybox Sports News. Remember, like, subscribe, share. We need 1,000 members ASAP. Help us. Please help us get to that goal. And enjoy this weekend's Wild Card Weekend. NFL in action. Out.